Camp Kilworth in Federal Way was first established back in the 1930s and soon became a Boy Scout camp before it eventually closed down back in 2016. But thanks to renewed community-based fundraising efforts by the YMCA, the camp will once again this summer be host to hundreds of local children.
So access to the outdoors is always a challenge, and to have a space like this near Dash Point State Park, close to Federal Way, close to Tacoma, close to Seattle, where school groups who don't normally have this kind of access to wilderness or to the forest can get out really close to home. They can come out for an afternoon program, they can come out for a day program. They don't have to spend all day getting to where they're going so that they can have a really amazing outdoor experience.
Jason Lane is the Senior Executive for Camping and Outdoor Leadership for the YMCA. He says diversity and inclusion are a big part of what Camp Kilworth will be all about.
An area where not everyone has access to the outdoors, not every school program and not every youth is able to get out into a nature experience. And so we're really excited to be where we are here at Camp Kilworth and to be able to provide that experience to the South Sound region and have really close access to the outdoors close to home.
It's taking 2 construction phases to bring Camp Kilworth back into action after nearly a decade of being shuttered. Phase 1 is completed, which will allow the camp to officially reopen this summer. Meanwhile, fundraising for Phase 2 is just getting underway. This phase will feature massive renovations to 2 large buildings known as the Great Wolf Lodge and the Rotary Lodge.
This project has 2 structured phases. The first one was all about getting kids back to camp. We focused on all of the utilities. We trenched over a half-mile of electrical and water and septic systems. We put in new buildings for young people, a picnic shelter and bathroom building, and got all that done. And then we really cleaned up the trails and just cleaned off all of the things that weren't of use anymore on the property.
Josh Sutton is the General Manager for Property and Facilities for the YMCA. He says that this project, while rewarding for everyone, also comes with its share of challenges.
No construction project is easy, and this one certainly has had its challenges. You know, we're lucky to have such a beautiful forested area, but with that comes challenges around environmental protections. We're also landmarked here, so we needed to work with the county on some of that work. We're also working with the state on environmental concerns due to the Tacoma smelter plume, and then you've just got general permitting. So all of that comes together, and frankly, we found a few surprises along the way.
Camp Kilworth will be more than just a place for children to take part in outdoor recreation activities. It will also be a place for them to learn, especially about the local environment, and that includes our threatened salmon population.
Youth will be able to learn about forest ecology and how to protect spaces like this that protect habitat for plants and animals and birds. And they'll be able to learn about the salmon life cycle. So taking it all the way from roe to fry to juvenile salmon and then migrating adult salmon, and learn about that whole process